I'm awed really by what Alex says, what everyone says. Every time I come to these conferences, I just come away going, God, they're great people. I love what they do. It's brilliant. Sorry, I'm not very good with microphones either. What I did was directly inspired by last year's conference, where there was a session on theatre in Fates and it wasn't marketplaces, it was Fates and village Fates, wasn't it? I missed the session because I was presenting at another session, but I thought, great title, that's a really good idea, why do I never do that? So it sort of set a little seed, and then directly after the RTF conference, Dawn and I managed to get ourselves on a free trip to Barcelona, courtesy of the Catalan government. That's not going to happen anymore, is it? To see a Go and See festival, which was fantastic. And at that festival, we saw this particular company, which I'm now bringing over, who were performing in a theatre foyer. And so with the sort of two ideas, I thought, great idea, I want to do something outdoors, I want to do something in non-theatre spaces, to new audiences. Don't know what to do. Oh, saw this coming, that's what I'll do. So we were, have we got any pictures on? I think there's a picture taken by Dawn.
You can go forward yourself.
Can I? Oh, sorry, I'm not very up on technology, am I? I should be in the digital learners class next door. So this is me, this is Dawn's friend Holly. It's a Catalan company, they're called Capses, which is Catalan for boxes, and it's a series of 5 little theatre booths, each one a different colour, in this rough sawn timber, where the audience are the puppeteers and the audience simultaneously. It's run by one artist. So immediately my economic brain's going, that's cheap, one artist, like that. And then where are we? Hang on, sorry. So it's really funny and it's very engaging, but it also doesn't expose the audience because it's very weird. You do it all with headphones, so it's also multilingual, so it travels across different countries as well. So you put on the headphones as the puppeteer, and you're told what to do. Either side of the box is a little sort of like the wings, which are little boxes which carry all the props in it, and it'll say, take the Barbie doll and put the Barbie doll on the X. So you do exactly what you're doing. You have no idea what story you are telling, so it's really great. You can actually do it from both sides and enjoy it just as much, which I did every one. And then it'll say, take the tractor and move the tractor left and right across the stage in a slightly Catalan accent. Meanwhile, the person on the other side is hearing a story, says, once upon a time there was a handsome prince, or once upon a time there was a beautiful girl, and you're dancing the Barbie girl across the stage. So it's like seeing it from two sides. It's very funny. Each one lasts about 5 minutes. So again, we're not asking very much of people. We're not asking too much in terms of commitment. You haven't got to buy a ticket, you haven't got to sit down, you haven't got to sit there for an hour. And it's rolling, so each booth starts at a separate time. So if you like it, you can stay and do them all. If you don't like it, you can walk away. You don't have to read anything, so anybody from the age of about 5 or 6 could enjoy it. Just before you start, he gives you a little cone of popcorn. So there's a really nice sense of occasion. You sit there on the chairs with your popcorn. It's just fun, and they're all traditional tales. Some of them are traditional Catalan tales, so you don't know them. But I haven't told my people that. So I decided to take this, and it's quite expensive, obviously it's international, there's a lot of money to bring it over. I decided to put it into market towns, because I think for all of us, market towns are quite a hard nut to crack. It's much easier to get an audience in a village than it is in a market town, even though there's more people there. So I thought I'll do market towns on market days. I've got some little cards because it's happening in September. It was going to happen in July. It was going to happen now, and I suddenly realised that I would probably disintegrate if I had the national conference and a huge dance festival and an international company at the same time. So it's happening in September, which actually I've also tied in with a bit of audience development and market research. A few years ago we did a non-attenders survey in market towns on market days, just in 2 of our market towns, which proved really interesting for us in terms of who doesn't know about us and why they don't come, if they did know about us. So we're going to revisit that survey, revamp it, and we're going to go out in 4 market towns in September. And also it's the launch of our autumn season, so it's a platform for us to promote Arts Alive's new season. So if you had this, why don't you come and see a show? So I did it as a G4A bid, which just sneaked in there before the MPA status meant we couldn't do it. And so it's got 3 strands. It's got the show, the international visiting show, it's got the market research and promoting Arts Alive generally, and it's also got a legacy, because I was very aware that if this was fantastic and people love it. Do you want to put another picture up? Right. Oh no, I can do it, can't I? Sorry. Hang on. So, if people really loved it, I would never be able to replicate it again because I'd never be able to afford to bring it over. So what I built in was working with a local Shropshire theatre company called The Fetch. Some of you may remember Pervin, who came to a conference a few years ago, used to be artistic director of Pentabus. So he has a company called The Fetch, which is a puppet performance company, which I thought would go really well with this idea. And there's one of it all in action. So I've set it up so that Pervin has 3 days working with Toti, who's the artist behind this. That's him here in the little hat.
That was quite dry.
I had no idea. Anyway, he's a very casual, sort of itinerant looking chap. He doesn't look like a lot of them. I'm really embarrassed with that. This obviously is not Herefordshire because it's sunny and they have fancy street lamps. But that's what it looks like in action. It's in a circle. We're also doing covers for ours because we can't guarantee the sunshine, which is a bit more of a hassle, I have to say. So, derailed myself on that, talking about Pervin. So what the idea is that he's going to then go for a bid himself to build a show based on the same principles of interactive puppetry, possibly using, because we've got a lot of really great stories in Shropshire and Herefordshire, so possibly using local stories. So there will then be a show which will be tourable for years to come. It will be an extant show that will come off the shelf for other festivals, fetes, fairs. So I'm sort of trying to add to the sort of what's around in Shropshire to have new shows like this as a long-term thing. Originally we were going to build it into this bid and we realised the bid was going to get too big, we'd jeopardise our chances of getting, everything would slow down, so we're just doing it in stages. But hopefully, maybe at a conference in a couple of years' time, we'll have the show that came out of this. I don't know what it'll be called. And they've been great about it, this company. I told them all the way along this is what I was planning to do, and what about the artistic copyright, which is always a very difficult area. And they said, look, take it, make your own show, we just want to have a credit, a recognition on it as and when it comes out. I think, no one's timekeeping and I know that I blather.
We finished this.
Well no, it's just that I expect you to be going, shut up Sean, shut up by now. The film, they've got a little film on their website, I didn't know if we were going to be able to get it or not. It just gives you a little feel of what it's like. This is at night, so it looks particularly beautiful, and it's probably in Spain. Oh, different artist suit this time. I'd love to do it at night. But it's just another. So what I'm also doing is I'm working with completely different people. Although I'm going to market towns where I do have promoters in some of them, I tend to be working with different people. So I'm working with town councils, with a market coordinator, a town centre invigorator, I'm sure she's not called that, but you know what I mean. And a street fair. So two in Ludlow, two in Shropshire, two in Herefordshire. So they're all new people who, I'm hoping that they will also, they're happy they're getting it virtually for free, but they're also happy to enliven their market days, but you have to also get the market traders to agree they're going to give up a pitch, we have to get the power, I mean it's a huge amount to organise, of course. These ideas always seem so small, don't they, when you start off, and when you start doing it, it just grows and grows. So that's it in a nutshell really, market towns, new audiences, hopefully a new show, international touring, and a bit of fun. I can't tell you what it'd be like, because I haven't done it yet. But we'll probably have a little clip on our website or something when it's done. I think that's it. And I'm sorry I've been so haphazard and fallen off the stage.